It is absolutely not a typical or a regular political talking point or debate regarding public executions. We don't talk about that often. It's an exceedingly specific ask, right? Usually reserved to a visceral response to something that you have seen and in the moment, right? Matt Walsh, actually, when we were prepping the show, I said, I will guarantee you that when that footage got dropped, which was on September 5th, 4 days earlier, Matt Walsh would have tweeted, this person should be publicly executed. And by the way, he did. He did. He said, we can't keep living like this. The only solution is ruthless punishment, public execution for violent criminals, long prison sentences, hard labor. This guy had multiple previous arrests. He should have already been serving 30 years in the labor camp. This is the only way, as our ancestors knew. We've tried compassion and restorative justice, and this is the result. It was inevitable. So Matt Walsh then went on his show and further explained that already contextualized tweet, and he explained how men have a visceral response when you see somebody being victimized, a woman being victimized in that way that Irina was. So we decided for good measure that we should check to see if maybe it was something regular that Josh Hammer also spoke about, which is public executions. And I can tell you that it is not something that Josh Hammer regularly tweets about or discusses. The first time that he tweeted about a public execution was back in 2013. And he said it in reference, in 2022. And he said it in reference to the Boston Marathon bombing terrorist account. The Uvalde shooter. The Uvalde shooter is apparently dead, but just as with the Buffalo shooter, this level of pure evil would have been another ideal time for a public execution. So to be clear, that makes sense, right? He is in the moment and he is saying, I'm having a visceral reaction to the idea of another school being shut out, having another school shooting. And for that reason, I am saying that this would have been an appropriate scenario for a public execution. Emotions are running high. You are visceral and you're learning things. You're seeing and you're learning those things in the moment. As I said, that would make sense in its context. I also want to remind you that Josh Hammer is a lawyer by training. He was at one point the editor-at-large of the Daily Wire, and he is currently the senior editor-at-large at Newsweek's. Plus, he hosts his own show. My point that I'm making here is he knows how to communicate, okay? This is not some random guy on Twitter who doesn't know that if you haven't tweeted all day about something, you can't just throw out tweets about public executions without contextualize them, right?